Thank you so much for the question, Mama G. And one of the biggest things I will tell you as a mom myself, getting the kids to be connecting with you means that you have to be fully immersed and bought into what you're selling. Let me explain. When I first started my homeschooling journey 16 years ago, and I share about this on my page and I'm open about it, I made a lot of mistakes. One of which is that I tried to mirror public school at home and it pushed my children away. My children were miserable. I was miserable. My husband was miserable. Even the dog was miserable. Like it was just a rough time because I tried to emulate a system that's designed for an institution and try to implement those strategies in my home. I highly recommend if you want to connect with your children, you first have to be sold on what you're selling them. You have to be committed to what it is that you want them to be committed to. You first have to buy in order for it to be sold to them. So one of the first steps I recommend you do, start looking at your family dynamics and structure. What exactly do you want out of your homeschooling journey? How does your children learn? What's your philosophy on education? What are the expectations you have for your child? And what does your child have expectations from you? Understanding those little tiny things can make a huge difference. And I always tell people, start with the home base. Look at your home structure. Look at your family dynamics. What are your values? What is the structure you want? And most importantly, how does your family operate? And I'll give you an example. My family, we are movers, shakers. We're always on the move doing something. We love to travel. We love to hang out with each other. So I'm always incorporating those fundamentals of our family into our homeschooling journey. That is why we are year-round homeschoolers, because we firmly believe that education doesn't start nor end in a classroom setting. We don't have a start or end time for when we do school because education is ongoing. So we incorporate all of those elements and build out our homeschool dream life. So I highly recommend you start understanding what your children's passions are. Ask them what they like, what they don't like. Ask them how you can serve them in a way that they can fully be bought into what it is that you're selling. So if you need more information and tips like this, feel free to reach out to me just like you did, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions, because at the end of the day, homeschooling is isolating as it is and it can be stressful, but it's beautiful when you have a community of people behind you. So let me know if this helps. In the meantime, happy homeschooling.